Let me start with something simple. Two people can save the same amount of money, they can invest in similar ways, and they can do what most people would call the right things, and still end up very different retirements. This is the first video in a 14-part series about things that I've seen quietly break people's retirement plans. These are typically not big mistakes, and there's not bad intentions, just small things that matter more than most people expect. Each video in this series focuses on one idea. In today's video, it's more about timing. More specifically, what happens if timing doesn't go your way, right after you retire. When most people think about risk, they think about market going up and down. The problem is with big drops comes with big swings, and that can make people feel uncomfortable. It usually doesn't cause major problems though while you're still working. That's because you're still putting money in. If the market drops and you keep adding money, then the time helps smooth things out. But retirement changes all that. At some point, you want to stop putting money in and you got to start drawing out. This one change adds a lot of things for folks, and that it comes from adding money to taking money out, and changes how all that works for them. The same market move can now have a bigger impact. Here's the easiest way to think about it. If the market drops after you retire and you still need money to live on, you're selling those investments that you have while they're already at a less amount. Once that money is taken out, it's gone. Nothing you can do about it. Doesn't get a chance to grow back later though. This isn't about the market being bad, it's about when the trouble shows up. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people both retire with roughly about the same amount of savings in their accounts. Both take out the same amount of money each year. Over time, they end up with similar overall market results. The big difference, and that is one of the only differences, is when those rough years happen. One person hits rough markets right at the start of their retirement, while the other one hits the same rough markets later on. What I've seen is that person who gets typically early feels it a lot more. Not because they did anything wrong, but because those early losses hurt because they needed income, and that's harder to recover from. This catches people off guard, and it hurts too. Most people with their retirement plans assume things will go fairly smoothly. They assume that the market behaves usually how it normally does. They assume averages tell the full story. But retirement isn't just a simple math problem. It's a monthly paycheck problem. And that timing truly matters, more than most people expect. This doesn't mean investing is a bad idea. It doesn't mean you should avoid the market. It means the early years of retirement needed to be handled differently. Early on, the goal is stability. Once income feels steady for you, growth has the room to do its job again. One of the biggest things I've seen quietly break retirement plans early on is that bad timing starting out. But it doesn't last forever. Just long enough to change how things truly feel and how decisions get made in your home. That's why the first few years matter a ton. This was part 1 of our 14 series here. One of the things that quietly break retirement plans. In the next video, I'll talk about something else that I see often. People will have enough money but still feel stressed every month, because in retirement, when money shows up, every little bit can matter just as much as how much you have. Make sure to leave a comment and a like if you enjoyed listening to the part 1 of my series here. If you need topic suggestions, please leave a comment in the comments section, as I may include them in future videos in this series. And with that note, guys, I wish you a great day and looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.